Welcome back to my channel. I am Timmy Treacle, also known as Horror Fan for Life, and I'm bringing you yet another top 10 list. I'm going to give you my top 10 favorite Rosario Dawson movies. Yes, Rosario Dawson. She's done a wide range of movies, from more of your dramatic roles to some comedies, to some thrillers, and even some horror. She's a great actress, underappreciated in my opinion, uh, but I love her movies. Uh, and to me, I can't wait to see more of her work. I believe I've seen 15 of her movies so far, but narrowing it down to 10 wasn't easy, but I think I got it here. So, without further ado, here are my top 10 favorite Rosario Dawson movies. Number 10 is Sin City. I just watched this movie a few weeks ago, and I loved it. I really enjoyed it. You really have to pay attention to what's going on because it jumps around, but it is a great movie. There's some blood, bullets flying. It's a really, really great movie. Just cracked my top 10 though, but it's one I do recommend you check out. I don't want to really spoil anything else about the movie because I went into the movie not knowing nothing about it, and that's what I want you guys to go into in the movie, just not knowing nothing about it. Coming to number 9 is 10 Years. This is a high school reunion movie with a great cast. Chris Pratt, before he got really thin to play Star Lord, and many other roles in Jurassic World and all that. But it's a funny high school reunion movie. Like I said, I'm not going to get into spoilers or anything, but I highly recommend you check it out. I never got to make my high school reunion. We're supposed to have our 20th this year, but not a lot of people wanted to show up, and it just got blown up and never really happened. But yeah, definitely check out 10 Years. It is a great reunion movie. Coming number 8 is 7 Pounds. And this movie stars not only Rosario Dawson, but Will Smith. Will Smith is the main character. Uh, he is dying in this movie, and he is looking for 7 unique people uh, to whom he can donate certain parts of him to. But he wants the people to actually uh, who actually need it and as well as deserve it. And so he kind of does a little inspecting and background checks with all these people. And it's a great movie. It is a tearjerker, but it's one of Will Smith's best movies. And I love Rosario Dawson. The cast is great, and it's just got a great story. And just always remember, be a donor. You know, you can't do anything with them once you're gone. So why not donate everything you can and try to help out the next person? It's very important. It's got a great um, story, and definitely it's one thing you want to do. If you know when you pass away, just donate it all and try to save other people. Number 7 is probably going to be a controversial one, but I really don't care. It is Men in Black 2. Now, I've seen all 3 movies. The first one by far is my favorite. I love the second one. I hate the third movie. I couldn't stand the third movie. It's supposed to be Will Smith and Tommy Lee Jones. We see Tommy Lee Jones for not very much in the movie because you have a younger version of himself, and to be honest, I've seen the movie once. I can't really remember what all it's about. I know I just hate the movie, and I really wish they would just was stuck with Tommy Lee and Will Smith kicking ass and taking names against aliens. But Men in Black 2 is underrated. I love it. She finds out that her boss is actually an alien, and Men in Black is under attack, and so Will has to go, or Jay has to go and go get uh, his old partner who had his memory wiped out, uh, as you remember at the end of the first one, and it just goes from there. It is funny. It's not a very long movie, but it is a very funny sequel to Men in Black, and yeah, definitely worth the top 10 in my opinion. Coming number 6 is Eagle Eye. Coming number 5 is The Rundown. The Rundown. This movie, uh, when it first came out, didn't do great at the box office. It actually lost a little bit of money, but it has a cult following. It is an hilarious movie. I don't understand why people didn't go to see this movie. I will never understand that. I mean, in 2003, how many big blockbuster movies were out in 2003? You know, but all that aside, it is about Dwayne Johnson, who uh, he basically collects debts for this guy, runs down people who owe money, whatever the case may be. And so he is sent to track down Sean William Scott, who is the son to Johnson's boss. And Christopher Walken is a bad guy in this movie. And then Rosario Dawson has her own bar in town. But they're all, she's after a way to save her town and her people. And there's this artifact that William Scott is after and wants to sell. And from there, they get chased by Walken's henchmen. And there's funny scenes involving monkeys. It is just an hilarious movie. Johnson and Scott play great off each other. I really wish they would do another movie together. And Rosario Dawson is gorgeous as ever, and she's really good in this movie. Although she's more of a co-star, she's still phenomenal, and I still love her. Coming number 4 is Death Proof. Coming number 3 is Clerks 2. Oh, for those of you who love, I love the first Clerks movie. When it first came out, I wasn't a fan when I watched it initially. I think the main problem was I really wasn't paying attention to the movie at the time. But now I love it. It's on my DVR. I watch it all the time. And this sequel is even funnier than the first movie. And that's saying a lot. And it follows Dante and his buddy. They're cooking now at movies because their convenience store burnt down as an accident. Dante and Randall, one of them left the coffee pot on and it burned the place down. So they're forced to flip burgers. And then Rosario Dawson, she's the boss in movies. And she's in love with one of her coworkers. She actually gets pregnant. And from there, a lot of things spiral out of control. There is a sex show. Cake. And Jason Hughes and Kevin Smith are in the movie, of course. But they're reformed. They're not selling drugs no more, I don't believe. I think, technically they're selling weed, but let's face it, weed's going to be legalized everywhere anyway. But Clerks 2 is a great follow-up to the movie, the original. I really wish they would do a third movie, but Jeff Anderson is reluctant to do another movie, or hesitant, I should say. I don't know why. I really hope he changes his mind. I think they're doing a Mallrats 2, I think. But I love Kevin Smith as director, but Rosario Dawson uh, in the movie is great. She's beautiful. And the dance scene on top of the roof uh, with Michael Jackson 5 song is phenomenal. Coming number 2 is a controversial movie that came out in 1995, and it's called Kids. And it's about all these kids who are drinking, doing drugs, having sex, do a lot of things that teenagers do. It opens up with this sex scene. This guy's trying to talk this 15-year-old girl into having sex, and it's a real eye opener, and it has a great message that you got to be careful when you're teenagers. It also dives into HIV and there's a part in the movie where there's a group of females and a group of males, and they're talking about different things involving sex and everything. It's quite, I wouldn't say funny, but it's really, like I said, eye-opening to see what goes on when they're on their own, out and about. There's one scene where they berate and make fun of a gay couple, and then there's another scene where they beat the crap out of this guy, and it is really brutal. But it's got a great message, and it does have some disturbing things going on, which is why it was controversial at the time. But it is a great movie. Rosario Dawson, I really wish she was more of the focus of the movie. She's more of a side character in this movie, and it really sucks because she's really great for the screen time she has. But Kids, it's a great movie. Definitely check it out. It'd probably be hard to find, but definitely give it a look-see. It's a great movie. And my number 1 favorite Rosario Dawson movie is Trance. In this movie, she is a manipulator, and she pretty much gets guys to do what she wants. She hypnotizes them to do things. But there's a certain scene in this movie that I was really shocked to see. Not that I haven't seen what you see in the movie before, but it was shocking. But she's really beautiful in this movie. It's a great thriller, and the twist at the end is phenomenal. This is a movie you probably won't hear a whole lot about, but I found it. I was watching movies on my Stars channel that I have, and I ran into that movie and just started watching it, and it is now my favorite Rosario Dawson movie. It's funny how you find movies that you're like, okay, I'm not really sure about this, and you watch it and you're like, damn, that was an awesome movie. I'm glad I found it. And Trance is no exception. It is a great movie, a great story, great characters, and yeah, I highly recommend that movie. So in the comment section below, give me your top 10 favorite Rosario Dawson movies, or if you don't have a top 10, just give me a couple of them. Let me know in the comment section below. Did you like this list? Did you not like it? And let me know if there's any movies that you see with Rosario Dawson that you think I might want to watch. Leave those in the comment section below as well. But other than that, that is my top 10 favorite Rosario Dawson movies. I thank you guys for watching yet another top 10 list. Don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and share these videos on all your social media outlets, Facebook, Twitter, whatever it is you use. I really appreciate it. But until next time, I thank you for watching, and check you later.